Don't be so mean, they might say. You know, can't you just stick with the middle ground? Can't you be a bit median about the whole thing? Rich. Alright, lads and lasses, welcome along, Weekend work here. So, we've got to look, haven't we, at averages, yeah? And averages and the beginnings of statistical analysis is kind of important, isn't it? If we look here at the loans data set that we've got, right, you'll see straight away we've got an issue, haven't we? Because we can work out where loads of our money's gone, where our risk profile is as a loans business, 2008, it's coming back, isn't it? Right? But the loans business, it's all about understanding the risk. And a big chunk of that is, well, where's my money gone? And you can see we've got lots of loans for home improvement, but is that a problem? What's the average exposure that we've got in terms of the risk that we have from our business? And then obviously what's the middle ground at? What's the median? And then it'd be nice to know as well what the most popular loan amount actually is, like the modal average. We can do all that in Power BI pretty easily. So should we start doing that? Why? So here we go. Averages. Dead easy to do. As with all these things, we start by clicking New Measure, right? And you can click it on the top right here. On the top of your screen, you've got New Measure. Or you can right click on a table. Right? I'm just going to click New Measure here. Okay? And then I'll zoom in on this so we can see what I'm writing. Okay, so average loan, AVG loan equals the difficult sum, measure this to write average, and it's the case request amount, yeah? IntelliSenses, love it. It's great having IntelliSense in this now. And we've now got the average loan amount. So now what we can do is if we come here, if I select this, Control-C, Control-V to copy it, and we can then bring in the average loan amount and put it in the column values, and then let us get rid of the other one. And we can see straight away, suddenly it's changed, doesn't it? Right? Because what was our top in terms of the amount of loans that we've got and the total loan amount that's outstanding or that's been approved, the next thing we'd need to see really is, well, what's the average, like the median? So what's the middle value loan amount that goes out to people? And we can do that as well. That's pretty simple. Can you guess how it is done? So this time I'm going to right click on offers on the table and going to put in a new measure. It's going to come in here, right? Median amount equals median request amount, right? Power BI is so easy, so good. Let's hope everything stays like that, So now what we can do is if we look at our average there, and let's just change that, get rid of the loans counter, and let's make this a line chart, yeah? Just so we can see the average amount that's gone through, right? And if we now put the median amount on it, we can see that the median is lower. So the middle ground value is lower, which there's some interesting stuff that tells you. If you know your stats, interesting stuff. If you didn't know your stats, didn't worry about it. Right? And then the last thing to know is, of course, what's the most common loan amount that people are getting in any of the buckets that we've got, right? So that's referred to as the modal average. And the nice thing about Power BI is, there's no quick and easy formula for that, mate. Sorry. The way you've got to do it is you've actually got to build a little mini table, like a virtual table, and then from that table determine what the top value is. Like it's kind of like a ranking style of thing, yeah? It sounds more complicated than it really is. In the offers, new measure. All right, so the modal function's a bit different, isn't it? Always going to be something different, right? But really, let's break it down and it'll make loads of sense. What we've always said is a measure has got to return one value, right? A single value has to be what comes back. So the only way we can do this is if we think through what we do with mode, we need to get a count of each instance, and then from that count, get the one that comes the most. And then from there, we need just what the value was, right? So we're kind of at a table to then come down. Let's go back through, reverse engineer it via DAX Studio. That'll help. So in DAX Studio, if we look here, I've written an evaluate. Okay, so this is the main table piece that we've got in our measure. And all we're going to do with this is we're going to re-ask it to come back and evaluate what that table is. And we can see here, this is what it's going to come back with, right? So this is kind of the table that we've got, that we build with it. If I rerun it, just so you can see, I'm not lying to you. And if we zoom in on this, right, you can see, I can click that and I can choose to filter it, or sorry, to sort it in the right way. So what we're doing is we're saying, go away, come back with the list, with this top row, because we only wanted the top n, remember, 1. So give me that row, and then from that row, I just want that one value, 5,000. Champion. We'll do more on this in the future, I promise. And we can put the modal average on there, down below, for the full explanation of how the modal average works and why it is the way it is, right? Now we've got that understood, the next thing we might need to do is standard deviations, because that's important as well. So if we get rid of the median and the mode, we'd want to know, well, this is it, but what's the, how much they deviate? You know, what's the band, the normal banding? Dead easy. Right click on that, new measure. You've got to define your deviation first. So deviation equals stdev.p, okay? So you're going against the entire population rather than a sample. P is population, S is sample, right? And tell it the column name. So we know it's the amount. The amount. Okay, easy. Issue is, that's a deviation. What you need to do is give it some context, and the context comes when you apply it against the average. So what we'll do is we'll create 2 new measures. If you're getting worried, don't worry. Our list is down below in the description, right? Upper bound, this is going to be average. Oh, AVG, wasn't it? Average alone plus deviation. Okay, so we've taken that, added it. And if we drag this onto the chart now, you can see, all right, I've got an upper bound. Makes sense, right? And then last one we can do is we can do the lower. Lower bound, which is going to equal AVG minus deviation. Ta-da! Job's a good one, right? And all of a sudden, we've got like kind of like a violin style thing, right? And that's one of the things that people love to be able to see, right? And we're starting to turn the corner now and actually being able to use this as a statistical tool, right? Which is what Power BI is there for. I hope that works out for you. And now that's been a little bit of a session, right? But yeah, come back next week and we'll do the whole distribution piece.